You are welcome to ICS 101, Information, Communication and Society. Today we are going to be looking at definition of data, information and knowledge and the relationship between the three. At the end of Module 1, Unit 1, you should be able to distinguish between data and information, explain the meaning of knowledge, and describe the relationship between data, information, and knowledge. What is data? It is a collection of facts, figures, and symbols, such as values or measurements. It can be in numbers, words, measurements, observations, or even just description of things. Data can be collected through interviews, direct observations, or surveys. A set of data may or may not be meaningful depending on the usefulness to the user. Information is meaningful data in the sense that it has to be processed, translated, summarized, and arranged by the user of the information. TIAMU 2003 defined information from three main perspectives: from the sender's definition of information, the receiver's definition of information, and average definition of information. The sender definition of information is the understanding or meaning intended by the sender of the data. The receiver's definition of information is the understanding or meaning derived or inferred by the recipient of the data. In the process of communicating information, for instance, Mr. X might want to communicate an expression, short man, to Mr. Y with a symbol. This type of information might be perceived accurately or differently depending on the following factors. 1. The ability of the sender to accurately perceive the entity, data, or symbol. 2. Appropriateness of the data to describe the particular entity. And 3. Ability of the recipient to infer accurately from the data intended. Knowledge, on the other hand, is the appropriate collection of information such that its intent is to be useful. Knowledge is a deterministic process. When someone memorizes information, such as less aspirate test-bound students often do, then they have amassed knowledge. The relationship between knowledge, information, and data. Becerra Fernandez and Sabhewal 2010 has distinguished knowledge from data and information in the following simplistic view. Knowledge is considered as being at the highest level in the hierarchy, with information at the middle level and data at the lowest level. According to this view, knowledge refers to information that enables action and decision, or information with direction. Hence, knowledge is intrinsically similar to information and data, although it is the richest and the deepest of the three, and is consequently also the most valuable. Based on this view, data refer to bare facts void of context, for example, a telephone number. Information is data in context, for example, a phone book. And knowledge is information that facilitates action, for example, individuals who are the domain experts within an organization. An example of knowledge includes recognizing that a phone number belongs to a good client who needs to be called once per week to get his orders. Thus, knowledge helps produce information from data, or more valuable information from less valuable information. Another way to demonstrate the relationship between data, information, and knowledge is that data represents a fact or statement of event without relation to other things. For example, it is raining. Information embodies the understanding of a relationship of some sort, possibly cause and effect. For example, the temperature dropped 15 degrees and then it started raining. While knowledge represents a pattern that connects and generally provides a high level of predictability as to what is described or what will happen next. For example, if the humidity is very high and the temperature drops substantially, the atmosphere is often unlikely to be able to hold the moisture, so it rains. We have come to the end of this lecture. See you in the next video where we are going to be discussing types of data and types of information. Thank you.